Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Reporter asked Sarah Sanders if Trump read Hillary's book. Her response made him choke. Sarah Huckabee Sanders stands up to journalists almost every single day. Today, she was asked if Trump would read Hillary's new book. Her response is amazing. "I think it's sad that after Hillary Clinton ran one of the most negative campaigns in history and lost, the last chapter of her public life is going to be defined by propping up book sales with false and reckless attacks," Sanders said. Sanders then put the nail in Hillary's coffin and said the following. "I would think that he's pretty well versed on what happened, and I think it's pretty clear to all of America," Sanders said. Hillary's book is currently #1 on the Amazon bestsellers list, according to Hollywood Reporter. "I guess a bunch of liberals needed to find out what happened last year." Help Sarah Sanders share this video everywhere to make fun of the loser that is Hillary Clinton. Comment "This is what happened" below, Patriots. Congratulations! Eric Trump and his wife just made a massive announcement. On Tuesday, Eric and Laura Trump announced the birth of their newest son, Eric Luke Trump. He tweeted the following this morning. "This is too cute, right? Don't you love the Trump family? They are the cutest. Let's show them some love because the mainstream media definitely won't. Look at all the beautiful support they got on Twitter. Share this to support the Trumps and their new baby. Let's fight the crazy liberals and make this country great again." This pilot began a suicide mission to stop United 93, but then a miracle saved her life. United Flight 93 is considered by many to be the pinnacle of American heroism, and that was before the story of Lieutenant Heather Lucky Penny came to light. Her story makes what was already one of the most incredible stories of the 21st century even more remarkable. On September 11, 2001, after it became clear that planes were being used as weapons against the United States, President George W. Bush issued an extraordinary order. All hijacked passenger planes would be shot out of the sky. Those orders were delivered to Lieutenant Penny, but there was one problem. No planes in the region were armed for combat. "We wouldn't be shooting it down," Penny would later explain. "We'd be ramming the aircraft. I would essentially be a kamikaze pilot." But Penny had no intention of dying, even though she knew that it was likely. "I was hoping to ram the aircraft and eject, at the same time," she recalls. "It probably wasn't going to work, but that's what I was hoping." Thankfully, Penny never had to make the ultimate sacrifice for her country. Instead, the brave men and women of United Flight 93 finished the job for her. After storming the cockpit, they took the plane down in rural Pennsylvania. Still, Penny's willingness to risk it all for country is a true symbol of sacrifice and patriotism. Share so that everyone knows the story of this true American hero. Rejection. Right before Hillary's new book was released, Amazon did something to humiliate her. Hillary Clinton just got a very nasty surprise from Amazon and Walmart, hours before her new book, What Happened, is set to come out. The book was supposed to be selling for $30 apiece. However, before they even hit the shelves, Amazon and Walmart both put her new book on the 40% off rack. Oh man, this is the kind of stuff you couldn't even make up if you tried. Maybe it is just another sad attempt by her to boost her numbers and make it seem like America didn't reject her. Did you notice how it already has the bestseller tag? That's funny since it hasn't even gone on sale yet. It makes me wonder if she just bought a bunch herself and put them all in the empty, extra $2 million house she bought in D.C. to rent to the Secret Service when she became president. To be totally honest with y'all though, the things Hillary Clinton is doing right now are not the actions of a rational person. Turning on her party, doing campaign rounds, pushing a book nobody wants. These are all signs of someone who is financially broke. Now, I cannot say for sure if Hillary Clinton is broke, but take a minute to think about all the money she spent on that extra house, and the fireworks for her win, and her legal defenses, and her dirty little campaigning tricks. Would it be that surprising if she and Bill were in debt to their knees? After betraying him on healthcare vote, this Virginia Republican gave Trump the gift of a lifetime. Democrats say that incumbent Barbara Comstock, RVA, can be defeated in 2018 because her district failed to carry President Trump by nearly 10%. Democratic strategists said her vote against an Obamacare repeal in the spring was a sign that she was distancing herself from DJT. All these rumors came to an end when Comstock, along with Congressman Peter King, RNY, Immigration and Border Security Subcommittee Chairman Raul Labrador, Republican Idaho, and House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte, Republican Virginia, introduced the Criminal Alien Gang Removal Act. President Trump referred to the gangs like MS-13 in a speech to law enforcement in late July, saying we can eliminate MS-13 and root out the criminal cartels from our country. Trump specifically highlighted the importance of deportations curtail gang violence. We're getting them out anyway, but we'd like to get them out a lot faster. Congresswoman Comstock is aiming to resolve that. Back in June she backed Trump's call for funding for police agencies combating gangs by introducing the Project Safe Neighborhoods Grant Program Authorization Act. The measure provides funding to anti-gang task forces. Now Comstock is supporting Trump's call to secure faster deportation authority for illegal immigrants with gang ties. The Criminal Alien Gang Member Removal Act ensures that illegal gang members are detained and deported if they are known criminal gang members participating in illegal activity. To prevent deported gang members from coming back, the bill ensures they are not eligible for immigration benefits, such as asylum, special immigrant juvenile status, and temporary protected status. It remains to be seen whether Trump will endorse Comstock in her re-election bid, but given Trump's unpopularity in the district she may not want it. Comstock has a Trump score of 95.3. The score, showcased on the website 538, is based on the how often congressional members vote in favor of Trump's agenda versus how often don't and other metrics. President Trump's speech regarding MS-13 drew controversy because of what many called an endorsement for police brutality when Trump said maybe officers shouldn't protect their head when they are put in the back of police cars. Gang violence has continued to plague parts of the country, and illegal immigration has contributed to the rise of MS-13 presence in America. The El Salvadorian gang has been responsible for a number of deaths already this year, including the death of a teen in New York. Peter King, RNY, is a sponsor of Comstock's crime bill, said we cannot tolerate innocent people in our communities being slaughtered, butchered and intimidated by these criminals regarding the legislation's goals. Take down Sarah Sanders just made brutal threat to Comey in front of everybody. Today seemed like a normal enough day at the White House press briefing. Everything started off just fine until one pesky New York Times reporter decided to ask if Trump felt bad about firing Comey yet. Bad move. That's when Press Secretary Sarah Sanders Huckabee jumped into action with her own brutal threat against James Comey. In front of the press corps, the American people, and God, Sarah Sanders asked the Department of Justice to prosecute James Comey for breaking the law. But Sarah did not stop there. She talked about how Comey made the decision to exonerate Hillary Clinton even before interviewing key witnesses including Clinton herself. Comey also admitted to Congress that he was busy leaking documents to the press to set up a special prosecutor weeks before he was fired. She even went straight for the throat of the NY Times reporter, reminding them that their outlet was the one busy leaking government documents to pursue Comey's agenda. Sarah finished her takedown by saying that President Trump is very happy with the decision to fire Comey at this point, especially considering all the terrible things that have come out about Comey since then. Pretty brutal, am I right? Still, the New York Times absolutely deserved it. Now we just gotta make sure it gets shared out everywhere so people see the truth about disgraced FBI Director Comey instead of the rosy picture the media paints. Jail time. Comey gets terrible news after lying to Congress. It's happening. The outlook for James Comey wasn't looking good before, but it might get a lot worse if one GOP senator gets his way. During a press briefing earlier this week, Sarah Huckabee Sanders revealed that Comey had lied during interviews about the Clinton investigation. Since Director Comey's firing, we've learned new information about his conduct that only provided further justification for that firing, Sanders stated, including giving false testimony, leaking privileged information to journalists. He went outside of the chain of command and politicized an investigation into a presidential candidate. Now, Senator Ron Johnson is demanding that transcripts of the interviews conducted between the Office of Special Counsel and Comey's staffers be released. The committee has conducted oversight of the FBI's investigation into Secretary Clinton's use of a private email system. The information in OSC's possession could further explain the scope, course, and nature of the FBI's investigation, Johnson explained. He goes on to explain that the transcripts may shed light on what really happened before Comey decided Clinton would not be charged. If these transcripts are released, and they confirm that Comey lied, he may soon find himself on the other end of the law. No longer choosing who goes to jail, he may be there himself. Share if you support Johnson's efforts to reveal the truth. It could finally end Comey's lies for good.